Today, I will show you the Ilocano version of the Rellenong talong. It's called Poqui Poqui. It's very easy to make, and I'm sure your whole family will love this. Let's get started. First thing we need to do is, we're going to prick the eggplant with a fork. The reason for this is so that it will not explode because the steam is released. This one should be roasted, not boiled, so that it's more aromatic, because the smoky flavor contributes to the flavor of the dish. This is a very simple recipe which is actually very delicious, especially if you like eggplant. So let me finish this. Of course, don't forget to wash before you cook, okay? Alright, so let's start roasting. Don't worry if you burn the skin or char the skin, because it's just the skin. The inside is not burnt. You know, if you don't char the skin well, what happens? It's difficult to peel. What I do is I cover this so steam is created, it's easier to peel. Or you can put it in a zipper bag. So let's cool it down first before we attempt to peel it. Alright? We have our talong. Let's take out the skin. See? If the flesh goes with the skin, it means you did not char it enough. So it means you need to roast it longer. If it does not separate. Alright, here we have our eggplant. We remove the skin. So let's remove this tangkay, or this portion. Okay. And then we cut this into smaller portions. You can chop this. And then we mash this. Then we just mash this. Use a fork. Okay. Poqui Poqui is a dish from Ilocos. It's an Ilocano dish. Of course, there are many versions, but they're basically eggs and roasted eggplant. Okay. For the eggs, my rule of thumb is, for every eggplant, I add between 1.5 to 2 eggs. So I have 7 eggplants right now, so I add about 12 to 14 pieces. But it's up to you how much eggs you want to add. By the way, the eggplant is just regular size. It's like 7 pieces a kilo. So more or less give you an idea how big they are. So they're just, about 100 grams each. Alright, so this is done. Some put together the eggs and the eggplant. Some add it separately. Sometimes I add it, sometimes I don't. Alright, does not make a lot of difference. We heat the pan and then we start with oil. We saute garlic. And then we have onions. And then I have tomatoes here. The more ripe the tomatoes are, the better. And then you cook this until the onions and the tomatoes are soft. So this will take about maybe 5 minutes. In the meantime, I will season this with white pepper and a little salt. So you saute this until the tomatoes and the onions are tender. Alright, let's add the eggplant or the talong. For seasoning, the original Poqui Poqui, they use some kind of bagoong but made with what you call this, with fish, not with shrimp. The thick fish sauce. Here, we can just use regular fish sauce or patis na. Alright, then we add in the eggs. This is Ilocos version of tortang talong, ha? Alright. And just scramble the egg. Some like them dry, some like them a little moist. So you can do whatever texture you want. And then you adjust seasoning to taste. I like mine this way, not too dry and not too wet also, okay? Because it will continue to cook as the mixture cools down. Alright, let's plate this.